You're now listening to the Z-Listers podcast with Brady, Neil, and AJP.
Want to wait for that car to go by, or do you want to just start?
All right, I'm all set. Okay, here we go. 3, 2. What's up, guys? It's the Z-Listers podcast. I'm going to take that one more time. Hey, guys, it's the Z-Listers podcast. Let me give you one more option. What's up, guys? Z-Listers podcast here. Give you 3 takes.
That's perfect. I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't know why you did that 3 times. I wasn't really listening. I was looking at the levels. Back up off the mic just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, should be good. We have new high-tech gear today, okay? It's the Z-Listers podcast. I'm AJP, the MC. Across from me, with no socks on, is Brady Neil.
Brady Neil. Are my feet dirty?
No, I mean, they're fine.
My toenails might be a little long.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Continue.
Yeah, we got new microphones, and these are like our official podcast microphones now, unless they sound like absolute shit. But I did a little test before we started, and I think they're okay.
Which is what we strive for. It's your boy Brady Neil. It's your boy, the old Milwaukee Madman.
Woo! Bro.
He's literally drinking a tall boy of old Milwaukee right now.
And I have a cooler with 11 more in it right next to me.
Is that technically a tall boy, or is that a medium boy?
It's a half quart.
Otherwise known as a pint.
Yeah. Yeah, this is 16 ounce. And you know what's funny? Down here it says 1 pint.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. But on the top of the can it says
16
half quart.
ounces, eh?
Yep.
You know that's a pound? Well, I don't know if that's true about fluid ounces, but 16 regular ounces is... What's the difference between fluid ounces and ounces? I mean, I should know that because it makes me sound like a fucking idiot that I don't know that.
If you think that makes you sound like a fucking idiot, hand me a life jacket because we're in the same boat.
Aww.
I don't know that difference.
That's great. We're buddies in stupidity.
Yeah, bro. I've said since we started this podcast, I don't know anything.
Isn't it funny we have like a podcast? Like
it's funny, yeah, and people listen to it.
Yeah.
Like people... We're so infrequent, but there are people who like probably don't say anything to me or message me or anything that are like, man, I really wish these guys would post another episode.
Yeah, I imagine they're few and far between, but then they exist probably.
I wonder what Jordan does when he sees that we post.
He's like, hot damn, new Z-listers.
Just right off the rip, these are peaking a little bit.
Okay,
so
I'll try to keep the volume down.
Yeah. Whatever. We're still working out the kinks. We're fucking 3 years in. Whatever.
That's another thing that's funny is we technically have been doing this for 3 years.
Yeah.
But every week it's like we're starting fresh.
Do you remember how hard it was for me to convince you to do this podcast?
I don't think that's true.
I do.
I just did Mickey Mouse accidentally.
It was really hard.
Really?
You didn't want to do it.
Why?
You're like, oh, I don't know. Is it going to be funny? What are we going to do? You were like really, you weren't against it, but you were really like shy and timid. It was cute.
Well, what's funny is now it's the opposite.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking do this.
I'm always like, yo, when are we going to do the podcast? We need to be more consistent. And you're like, I guess we could do it.
Because I got to come all the way out. I got to go 45 minutes from my house.
You live 15 minutes away from me.
To come over here and set this up. Then it takes an hour to set up. And then like
not true.
Oh, yes it is. And then like today we went to Sonic. I feel like shit right now. I'm drinking beer.
Well, that's because you insisted on doing it first. Originally we were going to do podcasts first and then Sonic.
Because I didn't want to have to pack this up, drive all the way out there and sit. It's going to be dark. And then come all the way back here. You know, I'd rather just pack up when it's dark and we're done and just go home.
All right, well,
we gotta get a studio,
now you reap
bro.
what you sow.
We gotta get a studio, man.
Okay, I mean, but what are we gonna get a studio for if we only record like once a month?
You could sleep there sometimes.
Oh, that would be great. I'm totally on board with this now.
Yeah, you know, stay
and
there.
There's like janitors and stuff there, so it won't be as
dirty
dirty as my apartment.
They'll clean it up. Oh, Christ Almighty! So where's your notes? Last time you were so prepared. What do you got today?
My phone's out of battery.
Oh, it's on. Let me see. You talk. Let me see what I have.
Okay. I have zero notes, but we gotta get some more people listening to this because we can't just be calling out Jordan every episode.
I know, Jordan. Tell a friend to tell a friend, buddy.
Jordan's gonna start feeling real bashful and awkward if we just keep mentioning.
What if he loves it?
Yeah. It's like this really weird, intimate connection we have with Jordan because he's our first official fan.
Yeah.
Besides Moldova, but we don't know who Moldova is.
Do you count people that you know that listen to this as fans?
I don't know anybody who listens to this.
You don't.
Who listens to this?
Well, my girl listens. And I have friends that listen. They're
Does my girlfriend listen to it?
My grandma?
Yeah.
No. Bro, what the fuck, man?
Well, you say people I know. I don't really know your girlfriend. I've met her twice.
No, but that's true, and that has to change. But because you're my best friend.
Yeah.
And why would I not want you to know each other?
I'm gonna be your best man too.
Yeah, of course.
Unequivocal best man. No competition.
No, do you ever watch golf?
I try not to. Do you count Paige Spiranak's Instagram?
Oh, bro.
I'm not really watching the golf though.
Well, when someone's when there's a tie, it'll be first place, and then just a bunch of people's names with no number, and then 10th.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hang on, I'm burping.
Okay. Ooh. That's understandable after the shit we just put our bodies through.
We got to stop doing that. Sonic, in the morning, when we're talking and we're at work and we're, it sounds so great. Or even the day before, leading up to it. Yes, we pull in the parking lot. Yes, the food gets there and I see the same shit I order every time.
Yeah. The heartburn starts before you even ingest it.
And I do it to myself every time.
You want to know something funny? I was browsing the menu as I often do for way too long, and because there's a lot of options and I can be indecisive, and eventually I settled on this was my order: 6-piece of the boneless Asian chili wings or something like that, then a medium order of onion rings, and then 2 corn dogs. I believe that was it, right?
And then what'd you get the second time?
And then I got a medium trick or treat blast. But the point is, when I was ordering the chicken shit, that was my healthy alternative. I was going to get a burger and I was like, no, I don't want to eat red meat. So instead I got 6 boneless wings slathered in disgusting sauce, medium onion rings, which are fried, and fucking corn dogs, which are also fried, right? So.
Oh my God. I got a corn dog, medium chili cheese tots, a bacon cheeseburger,
Jesus,
and a large ocean water.
Jesus Christ. I didn't even really pick up on that, but that's disgusting.
Did I say a corn dog too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it was a lot.
No wonder you feel like shit. I was calling you a pussy, but you have every right to feel bad.
Once I finished the burger and the corn dog and I was looking at the chili cheese tots, I was like, fuck, I don't want to do this.
It's like a sweet, savory dessert.
And then you pressed the button again and I'm like, oh, I wanted to barf for you just thinking about eating something else.
Oh, I was good. I mean, I feel all right. I have a little bit of acid reflux. Do you want Tums?
No.
Okay.
That's probably not going to do anything at this point.
I could bring them over and just jiggle them in front of the microphone to make it seem like I gave you Tums.
Oh, Christ almighty.
Yeah, I want to make it to a decent age,
I only really eat bad when I'm with you.
Yeah?
I don't eat shit like that.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I don't eat shit, but I eat. Okay, don't make that fucking face. He's making a face like, are you being honest with our listeners? Fuck you.
Are you being on? No, not the listeners. Are you being honest with yourself?
I really don't eat total shit. Other than I do eat ice cream a decent amount. I remember telling you
I'm making the face again.
He's making the same face. We'll call that your Abraham Lincoln face because you're imploring me to be honest. But
I quit.
But no, I remember telling you maybe 6 months to a year ago. I remember telling you I actually really only eat ice cream once, maybe twice a week, and you were absolutely incredulous. You were like, no fucking way. You're lying. But that's true. I'll eat a pint of Ben and Jerry's in one sitting on the weekend, but that's it.
I still find that so hard to believe.
Sometimes in addition to that, on Fridays, I might stop at this place on my way home and I'll get ice cream. But other than that, like, I'm not really eating that crazy.
Okay.
I just eat a lot, which I know just undermines what I just said. I have a portion control problem for sure, but it's not like I'm eating fried shit all the time.
If you cook something and then you finish it, will you make more?
Oh no, because that's too much effort.
Okay.
But if I have a let's say like a small bowl of cereal and then I'm like, I want more, I'll give myself a little medium bowl of cereal, you know?
Okay.
I remember
cereal's different. I mean, you're not cooking anything.
Oh yeah. Well,
I mean, like if you cook dinner for yourself and then you finish the plate, will you then be like, I can have some more?
Oh, like if I make a big disgusting concoction of like mac and cheese with ground turkey and sriracha.
I'm so full and disgusted that just made it so much worse.
I will eat more. And you know what's even worse is I'll eat more so that I can fit the leftovers into the biggest container I have. I force myself to eat more just so I can store the rest in the fridge.
Oh. I don't feel well.
Neither do I. I get this weird tingling sensation down my left arm. I'm just kidding.
The reason I bring up the golf thing, just so that we don't sound like stoners that don't smoke, the reason I brought that up is because that's how far in first you are. That the next person in line is in like 10th place.
That's so sweet. Yeah. Well, that doesn't really make any sense because that implies that there's like 9 other people.
Yeah, tied for second. I get it. Yeah. But just take the fucking compliment and move on, okay?
Thanks, buddy.
So what else is going on?
Oh, wait, but we didn't finish that train of thought, did we? The
we
point
eat
is...
like shit. You eat like shit.
No.
And I eat like shit when I'm with you.
The whole thing that led to the golf digression is knowing people who listen to this podcast. And I don't really know anybody who listens to this.
I totally forgot about that. You haven't told anybody you know to listen to this?
I have. I haven't followed up to see if they actually have.
And they haven't followed up with you?
No.
So they probably stopped.
Which means they either never did or they listened to it and they're like, this isn't good. No, I think my buddy Jack, as we've referred to him before, that's a real deep cut for
that
the
really
day ones.
Really is. I had to think for a second on who that was.
I think he tunes in sometimes, but even he doesn't really say anything like, oh yeah, I listened the other day, like it was really funny. Like he never really says anything. So,
whatever, man.
But yeah, you asked me how I've been doing. Should I answer honestly or give me the Abe Lincoln face? Okay, I'll answer honestly. I don't know. You know, I'm hanging in there. It's still a pandemic out there. The election is imminent.
Ooh.
Shit's really popping off.
I can't believe it's been, I guess, 4 years now, 3.5 years.
Yeah, that's how the math works.
And the best 2 people we have are old.
They're both 94.
There really needs to be a limit, man. People are like, oh, don't be, what is it, like ageist?
Yeah.
Be ageist.
But when you're older, you can sometimes get cognitive decline. So, yeah, like the age minimum is 35. You think there should be a maximum?
Yeah, and I think it should be you should turn no older than 65 on like your first month of office, because then you'd be 64. No, 66. That's what I said. 4 years. I'm all over the place. 4 years, then you'd be 70 by the end of your first term, and at that point, if you're loved, maybe do another 4. 74 is still really old.
Right.
I feel like 66 starting out is okay.
Yeah.
And if you've been doing a job for 4 years, now you're 70, you can kind of do another 4.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But maybe 65 when you start. You get out when you're 69. Nice. And then you do another 4, 73. But I don't know. Once I hear 70s, I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah.
Don't be running a country.
How would you feel if there was like...
I might have to cut all that out. I might have made no sense right there.
Yeah. I was thinking like, what if? I'm gonna be honest. I like kind of listened to what you said, but I was thinking of what I was waiting for my turn. So
Okay, basically, this is just for me in editing because I might cut out everything I said.
okay.
I think you should be no more than 66 on your first month of office. Because then you'd be 70 when you get out.
Yeah.
And if you want to do another 4, if you do run and get reelected, you'd be 74 when you get out.
Yeah.
Good.
Ish. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
What if you had to, as president, you had to be like physically fit enough to be imposing? Like we can only elect people who are like strong and could beat other world leaders up in a fight.
Do you think that that's...
That should be stricken from the record. That was such a dumb thought.
Welcome to the Z-Listers podcast. My name is AJP, the MC. Across from me is Brady Neal.
Brady Neal.
We're going to just start over.
What? I don't. No, I think we had some good stuff. Don't you fucking dare.
No, I'm playing. No, I don't think you have to be like physically imposing because...
But imagine saying to like your friend in like fucking, I don't know, Ecuador. Imagine being like, my president could beat up your president.
Oh man, imagine if like there's an election like just like there is now, and you vote to become the candidate of your party. So that's where the vote happens.
Okay.
Once you win the election of your party, you have to just fist fight on TV, and
so like Joe Biden and Trump would be
have to
duking it
fist
out
fight
right now.
Yeah,
That'd be dope. Who you got? In a physical fight between Donald Trump and Joseph Biden.
well, Trump got 4 years on him.
Yeah.
He's younger, so he got.
Oh, right. I thought you were saying that he's been in office for 4 years, so somehow he'd be a better.
No. He's 4
match.
years younger. That's what I mean to say.
Yeah.
And I feel like he might be taller. I don't know how tall Joe Biden is.
Joe Biden height 6 foot.
Okay, I think Trump's like 6'4".
Donald Trump height
Look up their weight too.
6'3".
6'3". Okay. Let me guess.
Donald Trump, absolute unit. It just says.
Let me guess Trump's weight. I'm gonna say like 255.
Okay.
Is that even a stat that's available?
I wonder. I'm just looking at the first link. It's from the U.S. Sun. I don't know how reliable that is, but I don't think we're concerned about that. 244 pounds. So
Okay.
he's a hefty lad.
Biden seems thin.
You think so?
Biden seems like 185.
Yeah, those videos where he was jogging with Barack Obama like back in the day. Yeah. Wait.
This is our show.
I'm seeing some. The first result says 215, but then the one after that says 158. I think.
Hey, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
There's no way he weighs less than me.
The Washington Post says 215.
Okay.
Actually, you know what's funny is the title of this article is Biden versus Trump. Who you got? So it seems like somebody already beat us to the punch.
No pun intended.
Yeah, it says Donald Trump 6'3", weight 239, and then
he's less than that one.
Yeah, athletic history: baseball in high school, golf then and since, and then Joe Biden 6 foot 215, athletic history: baseball and football in high school.
And he was a lifeguard.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, you remember Corn Pop?
The way you said that, yeah, you remember Corn Pop?
And there were some bad guys. Corn Pop ran with some bad guys.
Oh my goodness.
So I used to take the razor. You remember? You used to beat it against the curb, make it all rusty.
Oh my goodness. Yikes.
People let that slide, man. I'm not forgetting that.
I'm not gonna
What the
lie.
fuck was he saying?
He's definitely said some weird, just like off-color shit before.
But somehow his phrasing makes it seem not bad. But if you looked at it on paper, you're like,
you're just like, he means well. No, I'm taking him in a physical fight. I think
you're taking Biden.
I think so. I just feel like he's got more fire in him. I don't know.
I feel like Trump could take some punches though.
Yeah.
Do you think? How much do you think that Melania and him even talk?
Shit. Like, not at all, probably. Pretty much. From what everybody says, they like... I've heard they even sleep in different rooms and shit. Like,
I've heard that they want a divorce, but it would look bad for the country, so they're just kind of hanging out.
Yeah. And I think I've heard too, and this is completely conjecture. Mm-hmm. Like, I straight up hate Trump, and I'll say that out loud, but I'm also not going to act like I know shit that I don't. I've heard she wants to divorce him, but like she wants him to die, because if she divorces him, because they sign like a prenup or something, that could be complete bullshit. But yeah, it definitely seems like there's not anything there, and it's just a marriage for appearances.
The reason I asked, because I'm sure that she's like swung on him a couple times.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, well, she's where's she from?
Moldova.
She's not from Moldova.
No, I have
Don't
no
say
idea.
that. You're gonna upset Moldova.
I have no idea. Wait, Melania.
Somewhere Eastern European, I believe.
Duh.
Oh,
don't say it. Once you find out, don't
won't.
say it. God, I feel like I know this. It's not the Ukraine. But it's something like the Ukraine. Do you know?
Yeah.
Did you just find out? Mm-hmm. Am I close?
I'd love to tell you, but I'm not good at geography, so.
She's not Albanian, is she?
No. She is, she was born in Novo Mesto, Slovenia.
Okay.
Soviet Republic of Yugoslavia. Sorry. The Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. I don't want to ruffle any feathers in Yugoslavia. Might be a big listener base for us.
Imagine we're put on like the no-fly list for Yugoslavia.
What if wouldn't it be funny if we made the news and like
I was just gonna say that, like
Yugoslavia or something.
Imagine if like we just said some shit here, and because it's coming from America,
like we'd be like a way lesser version of when James Franco and Seth Rogen pissed off North Korea with the interview.
I don't think it's hard to piss off North Korea.
We could probably say something right now. I don't want to, because I don't want to be assassinated.
I'm not gonna say anything, but I feel like we could.
Yeah. But yeah, I think. Real
quick though, before you start, you want to turn the light on?
Yeah.
The sun is setting on the Z-Lister studio, and it's pretty dark.
My back sucks. I want a new one.
Also, these microphones look like they're doing their job, but I'll be able to tell better when I have cans.
Oh my god! If I get rich, I'm totally injecting stem cells all over my body.
Ooh. What else?
I don't know. You got notes?
Yeah. Let me check.
Okay. Don't sound so fucking happy about it, bro.
I think I might have mentioned this on the last episode, but I built my computer.
Hey.
Oh my god, I'm so freaking happy, man.
And you got it to work.
And I got it to post. And my freaking sweetheart angel fucking wife has a friend that's like big into computers, and she was talking to him, and he was asking her questions, and some stuff she wasn't too sure about, because she was with me when I built it. So I said, can I have his number and talk to him? So yesterday, I called him up, and the guy was really fucking weird. I call him up, and
make up a fake name.
Yeah, let's say his name is James. I'm like, hello, James? And he goes, who are you looking for? And I said, it's James.
You said to him, it's James?
No.
You fucking moron.
I'm a little drunk. So I call him up, and I'm like, hey, James, this is AJ. My girl gave me your number. And he's like, James, no, there's no James here. Who are you looking for? And I said, yeah, James. Is this him? And he's like, no, nobody named James here. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I got the wrong number, man. And he goes, you looking for James? Like, we already established this. You're not James. That's who I'm looking for. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, wrong number. And he's like, I'm just messing with you, man. Now, I've never talked to this kid in my life. And he goes, yeah, we actually met a couple times at camp. That's not true at all. I don't know this guy. But
did you ever go to camp even?
No. But Yeah, no, he was really helpful. We talked on the phone. I sent him a picture, and then we actually FaceTimed, and he was looking at my computer, and I'm an idiot and didn't have something plugged in. But, bro.
Happens to the best of us.
It fucking posted, and I got Windows installed, and I'm so pumped.
A lot of our listeners maybe don't know what posted means in this context.
Okay, so when you build a new computer, there's no operating system on it.
Yeah.
So when you have a computer that has Windows and you turn it on and it starts up, that's called booting.
Yeah.
When you get to your desktop and log in, that's called booting.
Yeah.
But when there's no operating system on the computer, you can turn it on, and what'll happen is it'll go to something called the BIOS. And the BIOS is where how would you describe the BIOS? It's like a menu for your computer, but you can't do anything in it really.
Basically.
Like you can overclock stuff in it.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to get into that. But like you could change some settings, and you could view like all your parts and make sure your fans are working and check temperatures. But you can't like get on the internet or nothing.
Yeah. It's a real like rudimentary sort of way. Like if you ever see in movies, this is just way out of nowhere. But
go to Sears and buy something and watch them ring you up, because they're running computers from like the 80s.
Yeah.
It's the green screen or the black screen with the green letters.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, once you get in there, then you can install your operating system. And I did all that, and I got my computer set, and
now he can go play Sims.
Yes, bro, I cannot wait. Sims, City Skylines, fucking PUBG, Banished, LA Noire, if I could figure out how to install Rockstar games.
Minecraft.
Fortnite. Among Us. I don't think that's not a computer game.
Yeah, I don't think have you played that?
No, but my girl does, and it actually looks like it's really fun.
Yeah, I played
You play it?
I played it only like a couple rounds one time.
Yo, Brady's sus.
What?
Brady's sus.
Oh. Yeah, I played it with my cousins recently, and it was actually pretty fun. And yeah, it like makes you nervous when you're the imposter or whatever.
Did you get to be the imposter?
A couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
I was playing with my girl, and I was watching her play, and the couple rounds that I watched, she was not the imposter.
Okay. For those who maybe are living under a rock or something, it's like basically a game where you're on kind of like a spaceship, and every round, let's say there's like 10 people, 2 of them will be quote unquote the imposter, which is like the secret agent who has to like take everybody out and like kill everybody and disrupt the game. And you have to, I believe it's what they call a social deduction game.
Okay.
If you've ever heard of the board game, it's actually a popular board game. It's called Secret Hitler, or Mafia, I think is one, or Werewolf.
Okay.
What were you gonna say? Something cunty?
No, I was gonna say something, but then I realized the game that I was gonna mention is nothing like what you said. So then I just kept it to myself.
Can we hear it anyway?
No.
But
isn't that like Candyland? That's not what I was gonna say.
Okay. No, but it's fun, and you have to kind of like try to figure out who the imposters are.
The other 8 people have to like run around the ship and do tasks.
Yeah, like fix wiring and stuff like that.
And if you're the imposter, you don't have to do that. So like it's the other people's job to determine who is the imposter. And,
and if you're the imposter, you're trying to kill people.
Yeah.
And
it seems really fun.
Yeah.
And then there's like
it is fun.
The team can call a meeting and like vote on who they think is the one. And
we should play it together. I think there's like cross-platform and stuff.
Is there?
You could join parties and shit like that.
Let's
play.
I'll get it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you would be against it because
dude, I'm a mobile gamer.
Well, no, I just thought you would be against it because sometimes you're like a super fucking asshole.
That's not nice.
Who doesn't like doing things and likes to hate on shit for no reason.
Because
you're a curmudgeon.
I'm a contrarian. I like
that. I'm glad you said it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I will go out of my way. I will inconvenience myself just to think I'm cool.
Yeah. And I try to remind you that you're not.
What kind of boots did I just buy? I could have bought a brand new pair of Timberlands. What did I buy?
I'll give you a clue. It rhymes with Uggs, but it's not Uggs.
Lugs, baby. It's 1993 in my head. But bro, I'll play Among Us.
Okay. I can't wait.
You really think I'm a fucking asshole?
Sometimes, yeah. I'll tell you about something that I think is like a movie that's really good, or like a game you should check out or something. You'll be like, no. And you'll say it just like that. You'll go, no. out. And I'm because, like, but I'm recommending it to you. You can at least check it out.
You're like, man, there's this really good movie, man. It's like this like mystery adventure movie about these kids. They go on a trip, and I'm like, oh yeah, tell me. And just like, The Goonies.
That's not true at all. I've never done that.
No, but I
was telling you about this great Korean movie I saw recently.
Parasite?
No.
Oh, no.
Burning. Yeah. And you were like, I'm not going to watch it.
Because you make it seem like in order to be a part of like,
spit it out.
You make it seem like to have like the American experience, I got to watch every fucking thing that you've ever watched.
What the fuck? And like, what have I ever purported to be like the epitome of American culture?
All the time you do that.
What are you talking about?
Man, if you want to even know what I'm talking about, man, you got to watch fucking.
Well, you know what? You know what is a time? Let me try that again. You know what was a time where I said something to you that I was trying to see if you related to it and you didn't, and I was flabbergasted. Do you remember earlier there were two things? Number one, some of you out there may have heard of the commonly touted, like, maybe it's a fact, maybe it's bullshit. Scientists, quote unquote, say that a sneeze is equivalent to 1/8 of an orgasm.
That's not true.
Yeah, I don't think that's true either. But this guy had never heard that, and that's like a really well-known, like, popular fact.
On my way home, I'm gonna call 5 people in my contacts and just be like, have you ever heard that a sneeze is 1/8 the sensation of an orgasm?
Okay, and I bet you 3 of them are going to say, yeah, I've heard that.
Dude, I'll bet you next week's paycheck that none of them have ever heard that.
You don't have the money to bet that.
Yes, I do. And that's not true. That's not true because I've definitely have sneezes that felt better than nuts.
Oh, God, didn't want to hear that.
Oh, well.
Speaking of not like knowing common things, I remember when I was in high school, I can't remember what the context was, what setting I was in. Maybe it was at school, maybe it was in a friend group or something. And I mentioned the Kama Sutra, and somebody was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh, you know that like famous like Indian like sex position book?" And they're like, "No, that's really fucking weird. Like, why do you know that?" And I'm like, "You're stupid for not knowing that. Don't act like I'm a fucking freak for knowing that. You're a moron."
You read it in 2nd grade.
It wasn't 2nd grade, but yeah.
So don't you think that you're like, I don't want to say ahead of your time, but like you're learning about adult shit?
Yeah.
As a kid.
Yeah, maybe when I was a kid, I was like slightly a little precocious and like. But then everybody caught up, and then everybody like graduated college and shit. I'm putting fucking. Well, I can't even say what we do, but I have a joke of a job, but don't say that. You have to edit that out. That's the slogan of our company, you idiot. I
hope that horn's not showing up. In the mic. Not yours, the one outside.
But no, I don't think you have to be well read to know what the Kama Sutra is. Like, they were acting like I was a weirdo for knowing what the Kama Sutra is.
Yeah, but don't you think that people just get into like their own thing around high school, maybe like end of middle school, and then after that it's like if it's not in their world, they don't know about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, anyway.
That was like low-key a compliment to you because like I said to you, I think it was off air, but I'll say it to you on air. Okay. You're very well-rounded.
Aw, thanks.
And you know a lot about a lot of stuff. And I feel like I know a lot about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But not like the popular stuff.
Yeah.
Because I like to find new things. I like to do cool stuff.
Yeah, you can name...
Or I like to pretend that things are cool. Like, I think that drinking old Milwaukee is like the coolest thing ever. Right? It started out...
I think it's so sad.
It started out as like, oh, let me just try this random beer I've never heard of. And I did that for like 2-3 years. Dude, that horn is driving me nuts. Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Someone's out there just blowing the horn.
I think it's a train.
I don't think so.
It's not a car.
Could be out on the highway.
I don't think it is because I've heard that like same like kind of cadence and pattern. It's been going on too long to be just some random asshole.
Well.
But
so I would go in the liquor store. Again, not edited. This is just us talking.
Okay.
Jumping all over the place.
Yep.
I'd go to the liquor store, I'd just grab a random can, try like a 4 or 6 pack. Found Old Milwaukee, and at the time they had different cans. It was just this.
Yeah.
And I was like, that looks really cool. And I was like, you know what? This is my beer now. This is it.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I'm on Tinder for the sole purpose of grabbing random cans. It's been too long since I got to grab some random cans, man.
You were just waiting to throw that in there.
Yup, it was in the holster and I pulled it out.
But so it's just like, it's my thing, and I think it's so cool. I love having to go out of my way to find it. It's like a little treasure hunt. I love it.
Well, here's what's funny is Old Milwaukee is not at all obscure.
It's kind of obscure.
I wouldn't say so. Again, you call those same 5 people on your way home and ask them if they've heard of Old Milwaukee, and they'll know.
They know me, so of course they've heard of it.
Right.
But go on.
See, it's a train.
That doesn't sound like a train, though. That's a weak train horn.
We won't talk at all. We'll lose all momentum, but let's listen. Maybe it's a choo-choo train. A tiny little train.
All right, whatever.
Okay, anyway.
But we sat for like 5 minutes trying to listen. It didn't go. We started talking again and went again. Go on, not that you're gonna, but go on the Old Milwaukee website and look up. This guy's on fucking Tinder as I'm talking to him. Go on the website and look up like locate. Type in your zip code and then zoom all the way out.
Okay.
There's a lot of states you can't get Old Milwaukee in.
Right.
It's a pretty obscure beer.
I wouldn't say so. I would.
You know
say,
whose favorite beer it was?
Who?
Steve McQueen's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you fancy yourself to be?
Well, no, I actually just found this out like last weekend, but I see the resemblance.
Within a 25-mile radius.
That's a train.
A train.
Yeah.
Is it showing up on the thing?
It might, yeah.
Yikes.
The last one we did here, we recorded it and it got really late. And towards the end of our podcast, you can hear literal crickets.
Okay, so in a 25-mile radius, it shows 7 stores. So
really?
Fair enough. Yeah.
But like
should we close that window?
Yeah, probably. But also within a 25-mile radius, there's probably 100 liquor stores.
Right.
So 7 out of, let's say there's 50. 7 out of 50?
It's pretty crazy.
3.5 out of 25?
It's crazy.
1.25 out of 12 stores have Old Milwaukee.
I can't go any further than that. I'm not good at math.
0.75 out of 6 stores have Old Milwaukee.
That's pretty crazy.
0.35 out of 3 stores have Old Milwaukee.
Goodness. Okay. Well, last one.
I don't know.
0.17? 0.17 out of 1 store?
0.173 out of 1 store has Old Milwaukee. There's a 0.173 chance I'm gonna walk in and find it. I don't like those odds, Brady. But no, I like doing weird, obscure shit. I like arena football. I like wearing lugs instead of Timberlands. When someone's like, "Oh, nice Tims. I like your Tims, G." I'm like, "Hey, these are lugs."
Yeah.
Okay. I like fucking doing my thing, bro.
If you're in like Brooklyn and somebody sees your lugs and they're like, "Oh, damn, dead ass B, you got the Tims," you're like, "No." What you should be saying is, "For sure, my guy, those are lugs." You have to say it different.
For sure, my guy.
No, another thing that I said to you that you were not aware of, I'm swerving back to my topic.
As you always do.
You have never experienced the pea shakes, nor do you even know what they are.
That is the weirdest shit ever to me. The pea shakes.
Yeah, so to people who don't know, I think this is more common in dudes. I don't know if women get it or not, but like the pea shakes are basically when you're peeing, it can especially be brought on if you've been holding the pee in for a long time, but not necessarily. When you're peeing, for me, it's like sometime near the end, you get like a little shudder or like a little shake, and and it feels kind of good.
Never.
Yeah, and
Not
I thought that was
once.
weird. You've never even heard of it, much less experienced it. I thought that
you
was
were
crazy.
telling me that you have like pleasurable sensations from pissing. Sometimes.
I'm not saying I'm having like straight up orgasms here, but yeah, it feels kind of good.
More than 1/8? More than a sneeze? If you sneezed while you were peeing, would you come?
Well, that's all the time we have, guys. Thank you for listening to the Z-Listers podcast. The answer is yes.
Oh, yeah, no, pee shakes, that's not a real thing.
It is.
My third grade teacher used to say, when we used to ask to go to the bathroom, she'd be like, you're going to hold it, it'll make you stronger.
Or give you a serious infection and bladder control problems. Did you know that you have like flex sensors? I weirdly feel like I've explained this on the podcast before, but you're
pulling a lot of stuff out of that noggin today.
Yeah. It's not coming out of my noggin, it's coming out of my tushy. But you're around your bladder, you have, my understanding is that you have, it's fun, you can say my understanding and completely absolve yourself of any like incorrect information, because if somebody challenges you, you can just be like, oh, that was just my understanding, I guess I misunderstood.
To my understanding, Bloodsport is a sequel to The Pacifier?
It wasn't Bloodsport, goddammit.
Bloodshot?
Bloodshot, yes.
Close enough.
And did you know that's actually, I think Vin Diesel is in Saving Private Ryan, right? So it's all in the same universe. Anyway.
Is he?
I think so.
To my understanding, he's not. I couldn't tell you who's in what.
What?
As you were talking before, like early in this episode, I wasn't listening to a lot of what you were saying.
Okay, fair enough.
I was looking at that Jaws poster, and I was like, wow, Richard Dreyfuss was in Jaws?
Yeah, he's one of the main people.
Didn't know that.
Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah. Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw.
But I don't know actors. But anyway, sorry, go on.
Well, anyway, so your bladder, to my understanding, has these stretch receptors around it. You're looking at my crotch very...
You motion towards it.
Sort of coveting way, and I don't like it.
You motion towards it. You guided my eyes.
Thou shalt not covet thy podcast co-host. There are like stretch receptors around the bladder, and when the bladder starts getting full, it like stimulates those stretch receptors, so you get that sensation of like, oh, I gotta pee. If you continuously ignore that, like you get into a habit of that, you'll damage those stretch receptors, and that'll actually could lead to incontinence or like tinkling yourself a little bit, you know? So your teacher was a piece of shit.
But I also do kind of piss on myself sometimes.
Can I tell the story?
I don't care.
We were at work the other day. We
wear scrubs at work, okay?
Yeah.
And it's very hard to go to the bathroom.
Okay, I don't have this problem, but okay.
But you get pee shakes, so to each his own.
Yeah, I'm having a great time at the urinal, so fuck you.
When I say
Jealous
we wear,
bitch.
when I say we wear scrubs, we don't like change into scrubs. We kind of just put scrubs over our clothes.
Yeah, because the bastards don't give us pockets.
Yeah.
But
anyway, I was at the urinal and I was pissing, and I pulled my scrubs down and then unzipped my jeans, and I pissed all over my scrubs.
Yeah, and he came up to me, and
well, you were also in the bathroom. I didn't
Yeah.
know you were in the bathroom, but you came out of the stall as I was going to the sink. We both walked to the sinks at the same time.
Yeah.
It's not like we're going to the bathroom together at work.
Yeah.
But
sometimes. But yeah, I think you came up to me kind of laughing, and you were like, I pissed on myself a little bit. And I go, what? And you like showed me your crotch on your scrubs, and there was so much urine on your...
It wasn't so much.
It was a decent amount.
It's just like less than $50 size.
It was too much, and it was like two separate droplets.
No, it was one big spot.
Well, I fucking died laughing.
You laughed harder than I ever heard you laugh in my lifetime.
By the way, when you said that you were at the urinal pissing, I thought of something really funny.
What?
Or I thought it was really funny, and I hope you die when you hear this. Not literally, but I hope you die laughing. You said, I was at the urinal pissing, and I was going to complete the phrase and say, and moaning, because, you know, like when people are complaining a lot, they say pissing and moaning. I'm at the urinal pissing and moaning because I got the pee shakes, and it feels so goddarn good.
Dude, if I walked in the bathroom and heard you moaning as you're pissing, I'd turn right back around, dude. What the fuck?
And my noggin is shaking. Ooh. Next stop, Tingletown.
Oh my God.
We have fun.
Yeah, we do. God, we did more than I thought we were gonna do.
How long are we at?
59:30.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's probably a solid half-hour episode.
I hate that. Did you just hear that? He's going to whittle 25 minutes off of this.
It might need it.
No, I don't think so. I think we did well.
I would love to send you an uncut episode one day just so you can hear how terrible it is.
Okay.
We sat for 3 minutes trying to hear the train outside.
Okay, well, parts like that are obviously cutouts. But you cut out shit that doesn't need to be cut out.
But sometimes it does.
Whatever.
I know that I teased last episode an MLM story, and Brady was around for one of the calls that I had.
Yeah.
I could tell the story now. I want to leave you hanging for another episode because one, I'm not done. So I want to have a big climax to the story. Right now, the story it could be told start to finish, and it would be a great one.
Yeah,
but
I have a big climax every time I go to the bathroom.
Oh my God. Okay. I'll tell you the story next episode. I got to go now because this guy's making me uncomfortable. And my stretch receptors are tingling.
It'll make you stronger if you ignore it.
It's the Z-Listers podcast. Thank you for listening. If you like what you heard, share it, tell a friend, or don't. If you made it this far, I love you. You got anything you want to add?
I appreciate you guys, and you're all good sports for hanging in there. Thank you. Mwah.